course. Right? I let my dog in because she was barking and now the dog outside is barking. So I'm back. I have a day of like no child, so I'm sorry if you're getting like multiple shirts, but hey, I changed my hair. Not multiple shirts, but the same shirt. Me in the same clothes. Same day. I'm just doing 2 different videos. I wanted to talk about... this is uncomfortable. I wanted to talk about how I fell in love with my catfish. And I'm using the term catfish lightly, because there was no catfishing really going on, but it had to do with lying and using a photo that wasn't yours and, you know, kind of misleading information. So, yeah, strap in, because you're going to want to, I don't know, get yourself a sandwich, something to eat, and coffee. Alright. I don't even know where to begin. So, back in the day, before the internet, before YouTube, actually it wasn't before internet, but it was like, you know, new. It was new for me. Back in 2000, so maybe it wasn't that long ago, but it was kind of like a while ago. I had just lost my mother. Okay, keep that in mind. I lost my mother. I had lost my mind. I was living in a little tiny apartment with 30 cats. Kittens. Yeah. I just wasn't mentally there. I just wasn't. I was so depressed. And I had an abusive husband. And, you know, I had been warned not to get married, and I got married anyways, and I was still really young. I was in my... Well, I won't tell you how old I was, but I was very young. And I was old enough to know better, though. And so I started going online. We got a computer. And I went online and I found a vampire chat room called Ben's Vampire Chat. And it was a roleplay room, so I could create a character and go in there and be somebody else. And I miss Ben's and I miss everybody that I met. Malachi, Zen, Rage, Thunder, Risk, Zen. Did I say Zen? And I said Zen. Jasper, Watcher, Blazin. Everybody was so awesome. And we all had these vampire characters. And there was a guy who called himself Nothing, because he loved Poppy Z. Bright. So you know where this is going, because I was obsessed with Poppy. So the minute that I saw his name on screen as Nothing, I was done. I was like, I need to know this person. Well, this person used somebody else's photo as his photo. So from the get-go, I didn't even know who the real person was. And I'm not going to say names, I'm just going to go there. I was old enough to know better, but I was lonely, and I was sad, and depressed, and just... You know, we had a love of Bobby. And he was gothy, and he wore a kilt, and I was sold. I was like, I don't care. I want to meet this person. And he lived in Minneapolis, which was only like 8 hours away from me. I was in Bismarck, and he was in Minneapolis. And Minneapolis is where I'm from. It's my hometown. So you know, destiny. So, I got a chance to go to a concert in the city. This is my cat, Grandcat, had gotten us tickets, or said she'd gotten tickets. I don't think she got tickets until the day of the show, but she had said she'd gotten tickets for us. And I told him, I said, you want to come? We'll hook up, we'll hang out, we'll come get you, we'll drive down. He was in Austin, Spam Town. We actually ended up at the Spam Museum because we couldn't find his house, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So I pack everything up. We go down there. We get a hotel. My ex-husband shows up. Or not ex-husband, but my husband at the time shows up. Because he's coming too. And I'm like, that's fine, because I'm just going to go get my friend and we're going to hang out. Because we were just friends. We weren't, like, too serious at the time. Because he was much younger than me. And it wasn't a giant age gap. It's a gap that is, for guys dating younger women, it's acceptable. It wasn't that much of an age gap. And we were just friends. But he lied to me about his photo. So when we get there and I'm like, hey, I'm going to come get you, he was like, I have something to tell you. And I was like, what? And he's like, I need to show you my picture. And I was like, oh, no, really? Like, really? Like, you just, oh, God, okay. Fine. I get it, I understand. So, yeah. Turns out he had taken a picture of his friend and used his friend's photo. But hey, at least he didn't lie about his name. His name was... And he didn't have a job, because he was younger, so... lived at home with his parents, and... did lie about the color of his van. He had an orange-red van instead of a black van. But that's okay. So... we get down there, and it's 2 a.m., and my friend is like, let's go get him, and I'm like, it's 2 a.m., what? Okay, fine. So at like 2 a.m., we drive like an hour out of the cities to go get my friend. And I get there to Austin, and I can't find the house. We drive around, and we drive around, and we drive around, and it's the middle of the night, and it's foggy, and it's creepy, and it's just, I can't find it. So we finally find the house. And he comes out, and I'm just like, I didn't care what he looked like. It didn't matter to me. The only difference was that he was younger and he was heavier. And it was like, I don't care. It didn't matter. He was my friend. I loved him for being who he was. Like, it didn't matter what he looked like. To me, I was just happy to meet him. So... we bring him back to the hotel. We go to the concert. No, we don't go to the concert. Before the concert? Anyways, we hang out, we go to the Mall of America, we go out to eat. My lovely ex-husband is being a butt. He's just being a jerk. He's like making me cry. And, because my friend Kat had asked us to go pick up, or go drop off Alex, because we brought Alex with us. Alex was her 6-year-old son. So we go drop him off, or we didn't drop him off. I asked my ex-husband to drop him off. See, this story is so old that I'm like, I don't even remember. I asked my ex-husband if we could drop him off, because my friend had to work. And he flipped out on me, and was yelling and cussing and slamming doors and just making me cry. And I go in the bathroom and I'm crying, and my ex-husband had left, and nothing comes in and kisses me. And he kissed me. He kissed me. Like, it wasn't me. It was not me. It was him. He kissed me. And he will tell everybody that it was him and not me. So, and it was just, that was it. That was it. We went to the concert. Might have kissed again before going home when husband left to check out. Not very long, just briefly. Should I have done it? No. I was young. He was younger. This is a cautionary tale, children. A true cautionary tale. So anyway, I get home and I'm not in love with him, but I have a big crush on him, and I know he likes me. He has a crush on me. We spent time at my sister's house because Kat had to work again. So before we could drive him home, we went to my sister's house and hung out. And of course my sister was not thrilled at all. She was not happy with me. But you know what, damn it, sometimes you gotta do things to make yourself happy. So we got to spend more time together a couple hours before I had to take him home. Got to meet his dad. Only to find out that he had a girlfriend. Yeah. You know, but hey, I can't complain. I was still married. So that's why things were really complicated. Because, hi, I'm married, you have a girlfriend. You live in the cities, I live in Bismarck. I went down there for the Renaissance Festival. We got a room. And this was this after I left my husband? This was after I left. Or was it right before? I can't remember. But we went down to the cities to go to the Ren Fair. And nothing came up, and he could drive, so he came up and to see me. And my friend Kat took my ex-husband out to First Ave, and Nothing and I hung out. And it was just normal. It was just awesome. Like, we just hung out, and we just clicked, and it was just amazing. And we went to the mall again, and he made me laugh, and I don't know, I fell for him. And like I said, he had a girlfriend, and I didn't really know that until she decided to message me and be like, what are you doing with my man? You know, just, and then when I told her, hey, you know, we've been hanging out, we've been talking, my plan was to move down there and move in with him. Like, that was my ultimate plan, was to move in with him. But she was all pissed, and he, of course, did the crap thing and was like, I don't know what you're talking about. You know, totally, like, blew me off. And so then I was, like, pissed. I was done. I was like, I'm done. I'm not going to deal with you. You know, I had met his sister while I was down there. We hung out at his sister's house. We went out to eat. Met his nephew. I really was, like, wanted a relationship. And he blew me off for this other girl. So I was pissed. And then I met Ryan. I met hubby. And it was like, I'm done. So we didn't talk, because he likes to ghost me for periods of time. So we didn't talk for a long time. I didn't know his issues that were going on. And he's going to move to Montana or vice versa or something. I can't remember. But he'd taken a car or something up there and was coming back and going to take a bus to Montana. So 3 a.m. in the morning, I go to the damn bus station because he wanted to see me. So I go to the bus station. Hi, how are you? Hey, this is my new boyfriend. Because Ryan wasn't going to let me go to the bus stop at 3 a.m. by myself. And so I sat there while he was on his layover, and we talked, just bullshitted while he was on his layover. Okay, I gotta give credit to, like, Tubbs for doing that, because I don't think anybody else's husband would have been like, sure, go meet your ex-boyfriend at the bus stop, and I'll just sit with you, and you can chat, and I'll just sit there and look miserable. Yeah. So then he left, and he went, and actually, that's kind of, before that I started writing my book. So if you read my book, if you read The Midnight Within, the blue-haired tubby boy in my book, Zach, is my boy. He's my nothing. He's based off of my real-life friend. So anyway, he goes and moves to Montana, and finds a girl, and is in love, and blah, 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 and I was going to get married, and so we talked on the phone, and I said, look, if you want to marry me, if we want to be together, you need to tell me, because I'm going to go get married. I found this guy, I'm happy, you know, you're happy, you've got this girlfriend. And he, you know, obviously I went and married my hubby and he went and married his wife and they have 2 beautiful kids and I have my beautiful son. And, you know, I just, things are meant to be, I guess. And we still talk and we still laugh about the stuff that we did. Like, you know, just the whole situation, how crazy it was. And, you know, it's just, it wasn't meant to be. I care about him and I love him and he's an awesome guy, but it's not meant to be. So, you know, things happen for a reason. He's got a good life. I have a good life. That is my catfish story. How I fell in love with my catfish. It didn't work, but cautionary tale. And I was old enough to know better, and I didn't care. I was so in love, but I mean, I don't know. And I wasn't like shocked or upset or anything when I saw his real picture. When I met him, I was like, I don't care what you look like. I don't care if you're heavy. I don't care. He accepted me for who I was, so I accepted him for who he was. And through my nothing, through meeting him, I became who I am today. So I owe him a lot. He was the first guy to make me realize that, you know, it's okay it's okay to be goth, it's okay to be emo, it's okay to be depressed and wear black and, like, have colored hair and, like Hello Kitty. He once, at the mall, went into the Hello Kitty store and asked if they had vibrators. And I was just like, no, I was so mortified. I was like, oh, please don't. And he did it, and I ended up putting that scene in my book. Because it was just funny. So, yeah. That is my story. My story time story, and I'm sorry if it was long and rambly, but I had to tell it. Because it's a good story. And I got permission. So I told it. Alright, guys. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself now. I have time. It's freaky. What else could I film? Alright, talk to you later. Bye.